Okay, so early last week in Brooklyn Park, police said they had to break up a crowd of several hundred teenagers moving from park to park. Police said they had to step in when fights broke out in that crowd. Two of the young people there had to go to the hospital. One was hit by a car in all the disruption. Now, a week before that, the same kind of thing went down in a park in this city. Large crowds of young people got a little out of hand. Police showed up. So what should happen now? A lot of folks, I'm sure, have different answers to that question, but one person has a job to listen and find as many answers as he can that make sense. And that person is the mayor of Brooklyn Park. And to talk about that, he sat down with Sharon this afternoon. Hey, Sharon.
Hey, Jana. So it's important to point out that these incidents aren't just happening in Brooklyn Park, with one of the more recent incidents happening in Maple Grove that moved down to Brooklyn Park. Mayor Hollis Winston says they've made public safety a priority and will continue to do so. If I'm a resident here and I saw the large gathering stuff on television and I'm like, wow, my park isn't even safe anymore, what would you say to that person?
I would say your park is safe, but I would also say, I get it. Public safety is got to remain a priority, right? And that means it remains a priority when we're dealing with these large gatherings. And it remains a priority when we've, over time, really pushed down these numbers.
What they are doing on paper is not inherently illegal. You are free to gather at a park. What is it about that makes city officials and law enforcement nervous?
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily a nervous thing, because we've spent a lot of time figuring out how to deal with this, right? And so I think it's just it's the numbers, right? The sheer numbers, and the fact that if you have a few bad actors, right, sometimes that can catch on. I think what I've been impressed with our local law enforcement and police department is, I guess, two things. One, they've taken an approach of really working with violence interrupters and people in the community who have an understanding of the youth or know the youth or have those personal relationships. And so when you see these gatherings, and there's only been a few, I just want to make that clear, right? They've often led with folks who know the youth personally, and they're getting the youth to disperse.
You guys did not arrest anyone. You guys did not issue any citations, I don't think. And that was a deliberate choice.
I think our law enforcement is very aware that we need to have an environment where youth feel safe. But we also need to let people know that we will not tolerate people kind of going outside of that, right? But we're going to build a rapport where you feel comfortable letting us know what you're going to do. You feel comfortable being in these spaces. We have to also teach people that when you're coming to these large gatherings, these are the expectations that you have. And as a city, we're going to help you learn that our city really is a village, and we have to look at it and understand it as that way. And we can't jump from this makes me uncomfortable to assuming criminality. We have to say, hey, we as a city have every right to shape our youth to understand how to make the right decisions. And if we come in there with an antagonistic approach, we're never going to teach them that these are the expectations.
And good news, according to data from the Brooklyn Park Police Department, overall crime is apparently down within the city, including violent crime. They say they're working with surrounding regional partners to get ahead of these gatherings, focusing on intel and having resources available just in case the gatherings do go awry.
He seemed really, really transparent in his answers with you, Sharon. And you and I were talking before the story aired about, parks are open to kids and school is out. People have to have a place to go.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, he was excited to talk about that, and we didn't have enough time in the story to get to it. He says the city is working on investing in this place that they're calling the third space, so that kids, not just young kids, but also like older teens, have a place to go that's not home or school. So they are working on that as well.
All right. Thanks so much, Sharon. Appreciate it.